Guess we live. I guess we live. What's that? What's going on, fight fans? This you got undercard and boxing. Let me run the intro for y'all. I might go for a second. That intro at nope. Man, everything's changed.
Sunday Showcase, made possible by a public service grant from the National Endowment for the Arts and Bristol Myers Company in association with its divisions.
Yeah. All rise, open your eyes, no need to explain. I got a homie from the east and I'ma tell you his name. Never hang around lames, that's a part of his game. And if you show deep respect, he'll show you the same. Jeff undercard boxing, shook the world when he came. A lot of cats is playing, but his hands are insane. You can get steamrolled if you stand in the way. He a yardie from Flatbush, you cowards his cat puss. We used to feud like Bishop and Q, but he'll fuck you up quick if I give him the cue. From the city of Midwood, the south central part of New York, next to Bensonhurst and Borough Park. If it's a problem, don't even say shit. Just face this when you come across the Bay Bridge. No tolerance for BS or fake kids. Your blood clot crying. Just stop trying. It's Jeff Undercard prepared for the assignment. He bringing the appliance so cowards can't fight it. He might yoke you up if he feels slighted. He's spreading out toxins. It's undercard boxing. Yeah. Mad love and respect to my brother, man. From the motherland, word 'em up.
What's going on, fight fans?
Fight
This
fans,
shit
you
got
can hear me?
undercard boxing with Mr. Vibes. How we doing today?
Tapped in. What's good with you, bro?
I'm feeling good, brother. Phenomenal week of boxing.
Man,
Enough to bring us back to the platform so we can talk about it. Friday, Saturday, and then you have another three different cards fight week on Saturday. The boys, Usyk, Bam, and you got the Mario Barrios versus Pacquiao. So if you're a boxing fan, you got to be having a good time right now.
Man, wait, time out. When's the Mario Barrios fight? Is
this Saturday?
This Saturday too? Yo,
this Saturday.
That is gonna be so we getting a lot of back-to-back action, bro.
Of three different the zone, and a PBC card. You can be a wealthy man for summer.
Man.
Just think about that for a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I'm thinking about it.
If you can build the right card,
then it's a wrap. There's been a lot of great boxing going on, a lot of great cards going on lately in this past weekend. I mean, to me, was the icing on the cake. And like you said, I mean, if you think about what's happening this Saturday, it's just a foreshadowing of the rest of the summer and the rest of the year because we still got more big fights coming up. September's around the corner. You know what I mean? Crawford and Canelo. So I don't know where you want to begin,
Benavidez and
bro.
Yard.
Benavidez and Yard is going to be a banger.
For as long as it lasts.
One thing at a time. For as long as it lasts. Correct. Correct. Yeah, I mean, because they can swat, man. Both of those fellas can swat. So what you got for me? Where you want to start, bro?
I want to start with the all women's card put on by MVP promotion. Jake
Mm-hmm.
Paul
Mm-hmm.
had the fortunate of being in the building. I even witnessed him come into the arena. Why he had like a golden retriever with him, beyond me. But I guess it's to make an entrance.
Right, right,
I
right.
just like I'm standing there and this dude's walking by with a golden retriever, and they're like, "Excuse me, excuse me." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's Jake Paul."
That's Jay Paul. Yo, so did you tell the people that you was at the fight? Because you saying it so casually, but you didn't actually
I
say that you was
attempted
at the
to. I
fight.
mean, listen, I tried to go live. I guess the arena was flooded with people just on their phone that
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't go live. So what I did was I was making shorts
Mm,
at the fight, like as they were announcing the final card, which we'll get to. Um, so I tried to go live so I can give live commentary of what was going on. Had some phenomenal seats. I was in like section 119. Saw the likes of Devin Haney, Brian Norman, Antonio Tarver, Isaiah Hartenstein. Like
a lot
I
of
I
people.
can't I couldn't top. Yeah, people pulled up and showed out. I'm not sure if it was because it was Jake Paul or just because it was a New York event at MSG,
Hmm.
the iconic stadium that it was sold out.
Yeah,
It was
like
packed. It was
packed.
shaking. Yeah, yeah. It was shaking.
Wow.
It was
And that was
shaking.
all. And that was an all women's card.
All women's card promoted very well. I think the things leading up before you even got into the arena outside they had like a Katie Taylor Amanda Serrano blow up that everyone was just stopping and taking photos of
Taking
to show
pictures
that they
of. Yeah.
were at at the location. As you walk in, you got a commemorative towel with both of them. If you flip one side, it's Amanda. If you flip the other side, it's Katie. Like
Wow.
they even gave you a little pin and a button. Like it felt like something special. It
Yeah.
felt like like you were in the building for something momentous, and that's what happened. So the first fight that I saw was Sydney versus. I'm not sure if you can look this up. It was the fourth fight on the card. It was right before Shadeja Green and Savannah Marshall. I was unfamiliar with those two young ladies, but
You're
at
not
the
talking
end
about
of the
Ellie
night,
Scottney?
say again.
Was it Ellie Scottney you talking about?
Yeah,
Scottney, yo, she's nasty, bro. She's nasty. She
she
beat she beat Shonika Johnson, the one who won the undisputed against Sharetta. So I think Sharetta and Shanika fought right after Ellie Scottney, if I'm not mistaken. Because I missed the Ellie Scottney fight, but I've
yeah.
seen her before, and she's nice, bro. She actually got some
Yeah,
skills.
those two girls were stumping, and to the point where it looked like a stoppage. Because I think what people were most of the boxing was good, but I think people wanted to see knockdowns or knockouts.
Of
That
course.
kind of exhilarates the fan base. Like
Hmm.
people in the
Hmm.
stands were they got up, they rose whenever some like when a big punch was landed, they were in tune with what was going on. It's as if they paid more attention and they
Yeah.
wanted more. Like there's something about that punch and someone hitting the floor or someone leaning or someone falling that gets everyone's blood pumping because
Hmm.
as a boxing fan, you know why you're going there. You're going there to go see something happen that maybe you can't do for yourself or you haven't seen before. You know what I mean? So when
Mm.
knockdowns or knockout happens, I feel like it buzzes the entire arena. And the entire arena just is set ablaze. They're talking about it. They're replaying it. They're rewatching it. They're like, ooh, like it's like a big dunk in basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
gets everyone off their feet, and for a moment you're just, did you see that? Oh, did you? He boom, and then oh my, and then like we all become animated. Like it's as if we become kids again in that moment of seeing what happened.
Right.
Um,
Right. Right. Right.
so
No, you make a good point, man.
during that fight, there was a lot of that. There was a lot of, damn, she's really getting punched on, but there was no quit between those two young ladies. They fought back
Hmm.
and forth. They threw a lot of punches, and at any time, either one of them could have been stopped. Like, I respect the judges for allowing it to go as much as it went because a lot of big punches and, flinging your head back. It was like, oh, wow,
Mm.
you got him. Pick myself
But
up.
you,
Yeah.
we didn't. I mean, you saw some of that. Are you saying we didn't see enough of that?
No. We did. What I was saying was that I
Mm.
respect the judges for not immediately jumping in and like stopping it and not allowing certain fighters to fight back in that particular fight. Like it
Right,
was really back and forth. Even
right.
though when you got the decision, you saw that there was like a unanimous or a clear victor. There was a lot of oohing and ahhing and almost like she got her, and then the reverse on the other
Mm.
side.
Right. Okay. And while you were speaking, I was just looking up a little stats. So Ellie, the girl that Mercado, who Ellie Scottney fought, she's the
Yeah.
one who beat the brakes off of Ramla Ali.
Ah,
You
okay.
see what I'm
In
saying?
her
A couple
last
months
fight. Yeah, yeah.
in her last fight. So she's been on a nice little run, and unfortunately, Ellie Scottney, took her off her run, but she's been on a nice, almost 6, 7 fight winning streak. So
That's
Mercado is
amazing.
no joke. That super bantamweight for the women, it looks like it has some talent in there. It actually has some girls who we could see a bunch of nice mix up between her, Sharnika Johnson. You can put Sharetta Metcalf back in the mix, even though she's a little old. I don't know. You have to tell me
Yes.
how she looked in person, because
I didn't get to see that fight. I just saw
she just
I
looked off
heard the results.
balance
Salute to Just Do Boxing who gave me like the breakdown. She said it was they stopped it early, but
early.
she was
Yeah,
being outclassed within the
yeah,
fight.
yeah.
Salute
Yes,
popping up. Thank you for watching. So she lost her belt, and I think that was for because I think the way they were doing it they were mostly doing like undisputed fights or unification. So
right.
whichever fight was taking place, the other belt was on the line. Um,
Mm.
so we'll jump from Sydney to Shadeja Green versus Savannah Marshall,
Ooh, that
a
was a good
fight that
match.
oh my, bro, matchmaking
That was great matchmaking.
101. That was beautiful. I hear little baby girl.
Yeah, she's like, help me with these glasses.
And now she's on her way.
Yeah, she's out. She's out. Thank you. Um,
um,
but
Shadeja Green, Savannah
yo,
Marshall.
shit. So what's funny is, and I was having some like service issues, so I was kind of in and out. But
Hmm.
what I started to see, so what it looked like to me was the first half was going to Savannah,
Yes.
like a big bulk of the first half, and then I don't know what the catalyst was to the change, but I will say that Shadeja overall looked sharper than she did her last 2 fights. She also her defense looked a lot better. She just looked faster. It was just me, like she looked smaller. She even looked a
It,
little slimmer, like she's been working on her movement, her head movement, her cardio, keeping everything
Yeah,
nice and
I,
tight.
I think she becomes sometimes right hand dominant, where she just wants to land that power right
Yeah,
and forgetting that I
I don't
have a
work on
good jab.
everybody. Yeah,
I
she got
can
a great
set you
jab.
up with the jab, and I
Right.
can both change levels with it. And I think what kind of changed the momentum of the fight, in my opinion, was when she got the point deduction for holding, which I thought was a bad call because I
Mm,
thought equally they were holding
I
and
agree.
ref, it's your job to separate. Now, if you see us excessively holding and no one's getting off, cool. But we're holding and we're still trying to tussle. We're not just
Holding to catch our breath. They were tussling.
they were really trying to
They were
fight
really
off, and you
thumping.
have to allow that person to work on the inside. If I have a hey, free hand, let's go. Free hand, come on, work. And you allow them to break themselves, but he didn't do that. And I think both of them could have been warned because
Yeah.
when the point was taken off by Shadeja and then Green started holding, I didn't see an excessive warning. I didn't see
When the
the
point was taken off by Marshall,
no by Green. Green lost the point for holding.
and then Savannah was
No, and that
also holding, but they never. Did she
yes,
get a point taken off too?
not at all.
Wow.
Not at all. And that's when Green began to hurt her, began to throw
Mm,
combinations,
hmm
began to move with a jab, and she stopped smothering her work, which is something I was saying over and over.
Yeah.
You have great punch ability, but if you're too close, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And you have to boom, boom, and then turn over that right hand. and she started doing that more effectively. She started hooking more. There was a lot of chances for the uppercut, which she didn't throw, but
Savannah
she
has
mostly
great rhythm.
dominated.
Savannah has great rhythm too, and I think I'll be honest. In a rematch, it'll be a lot closer. The catch 22 is this was a good Savannah Marshall. I can't say this was the best Savannah Marshall when she's been off for 2 years. So I think in terms of the ceiling, this is the best I've seen Shadeja, which means could she get better from this? Yes, you can always get better, but how much better? Versus Savannah Marshall, you can kind of see where she could have tweaked and took the fight back. Because I think when you made a good point about smothering your work, both of those ladies are not only tall, they're long armed. And what's awesome about Savannah is she's like slow and fast at the same time, right?
When
She has like
necessary, yeah.
yeah, she has good timing, but she also is a rhythm fighter. And even though she's long, she can hit you long and then bring it in short. I think what started to happen is you saw Shadeja start to realize like, yo, the power's at the end of my punch. So that was the adjustment she made. But once again, the person with the least experience took a little bit longer to make that adjustment. The person
Yeah,
who's been out the ring the longest took too long to adjust again when
yeah,
Shadeja made the adjustment. You see what I'm saying? And
yeah.
unfortunately, what I caught second half was as Savannah was trying to get better with the timing, Shadeja also was countering off the counter, which was beautiful. And I don't think Savannah's brain was computing quick enough in relation to how much rounds was left. Once again, the variable we don't know is if she had another fight before, would her timing have been faster to
Been
make
better.
the second adjustment better? So both of
Yeah.
those ladies are top. I would love to see them again. Savannah, shake this off. You know, Shorty, she's still a championship level fighter. I can see them both again in with Clarissa, and I think they'll both give Clarissa a hard time. I would still edge Clarissa because Clarissa's
Clarissa's
speed
at
and
heavyweight, man.
well,
These girls
forget.
are at 168.
I'm not worried about that because both of them girls are bigger than Clarissa. So heavyweight don't really mean much to me in women's boxing. Clarissa
True.
is super fast. Her IQ is amazing, and she's tenacious, which replaces the fact that she doesn't have as much power. So they would have to overcome that. And we don't speak about um, Clarissa's volume is similar to almost like an Amanda Serrano, but she
Yeah.
has the movement of a Katie Taylor. So I know it's so frustrating for her when it gets questioned in the woke conversation, right? Which I know is a separate topic because I think she always needs to be talked about in that conversation. I know she doesn't have as many she doesn't have the time in terms of the length of accolades as maybe those other two ladies, but she's
But
nasty, bro.
her accolades stand up to them because of how she went about doing it, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
But the
Like, yeah,
competition doesn't stand
there
up.
was, but that's not her fault. You
No, no,
fight in
no.
your
I know.
era.
Listen,
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
my GWOAT. Clarissa is my GWOAT. I'm sorry people be upset about that. She's my GWOAT. I've never seen a woman as talented as her. Even
yeah.
counting
You know
Alicia
who?
Baumgardner, I've never seen one. Maybe one of the lighter girls. There's probably somebody coming up. Sinicia Estrada had some real talent too, but nothing like Clarissa, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
The
know. I'm
thumping
sorry.
ability,
Clarissa is just everything, bro. She's so fast. And she's not a little girl. That's
yeah,
the thing. She's
and
fast like Baumgartner, but she's a full. That's a woman in
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
she has T-Rex arms, so you have to think about how she's throwing those punches and to get off, get in, get out, not get hit on counters, and she doesn't stay long enough for you to decide she's gonna be there. I'm gonna swing, and then before you know it, why am I getting countered? She was
Right.
just right there. I
Yeah.
swear, I thought she was settling her foot. I threw the punch, and all of a sudden I'm on my back. Wait a minute,
Wait a
what's going
minute.
on up there? It's
Right.
true.
Yeah.
Um,
She reminds me of Andrade a little bit in terms of like people say she don't have power because she don't have the knockouts, but she really
Dimitri
be dropping girls. Yeah, she
with
drop
Dimitri
girls
Andrade.
and she be hurting girls, which is
True.
similar. Andrade to me has way more
Yeah, he
power, but I
did.
think he gasses out. But he always drops people. He drops dudes
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
second round. So
Round.
Clarissa
Every
to me
fight, yeah.
reminds me of that. You know, she don't have the finishing power, but you
And
don't want
good
to get hit
movement.
by that. She has wonderful
Yeah, and
movement.
solid movement as well. Solid
Yeah,
movement, good footwork. She was in
really
the
good
building as
footwork.
well with Papoose,
Dude,
along with Remy
everybody was
Ma
in
and
the building,
Papoose.
bro. I saw Buatsi sitting next to Devin Haney, Joshua
Mm,
Buatsi. Yeah, you peeped
yeah,
that. Yard was not too far from them. There's a
yeah,
lot of dudes. I was like, yo, this everybody's there.
yeah. And the great part about the event is that Friday was at MSG, Saturday was in Queens. That's nothing. I'm
Oh,
from already
that's
in New
nothing.
York. I'm
Yeah,
pulling
yeah.
up. So
If I
I
spend a
saw that
weekend in
they
New
were
York, I
both
might as well
at
go to everything.
back to back nights. It finished like 1 o'clock. It wasn't terrible. But let's get
Yeah.
to AB the Bomb versus Miranda. What was her last?
Kaya. Sorry,
Need
bro.
a
Hold on.
moment? You good, bro? Yeah, so we're discussing. We went over two of the four fights in the main event. We just discussed Savannah Marshall versus Shadeja Green, the 168 unification for the WBO and IBF titles, which Green edged out. As was stated, Marshall started off pretty quickly, doing the much better work, being the aggressor. There was a change in the fight where Green kind of started to take over. She began stop smothering her work. Just recapping what we were discussing.
Yeah.
Um,
That was great. That was great. Um,
uh,
so Baumgartner and Miranda.
Mar- yeah, Miranda.
Yo,
Uh,
you go first because I got a real issue. I got an issue that I got to get off my chest. But you go first.
no problem. I think AB is a little punch drunk with the power a little bit. Um, she wants to trade with everyone and feel that I have the bigger shot,
Yeah,
and she makes fights that could be very easy difficult for
hard.
herself in
Woo!
the way that she chooses to approach it. If you
Say that
approach it
again,
like
bro.
I'm the better boxer with better skill set, don't touch me, you can do that. But
Yeah.
instead, she wants to you tag me and I got to get you back for two. And like
Hmm.
she's always after I get hit, I'm going to react.
Yeah.
You're gonna eventually lose a fight by that count because you might not be able to get everyone back that hits you.
Right.
And
It's a bad
it's a bad
habit
way
that
to
she's
approach a fight.
developed and she's had.
Yeah,
Yep.
no head
And she's
movement.
only gotten worse since the Katie, not the Harper fight. I forgot the young lady's
Yes,
name. Terry Harper.
Terry Harper. Yeah, Terry
Yeah, since
Harper.
the
Yeah,
Terry
ever
Harper
since that.
fight, she's fell in love with her power. But too much, too much, too much. And she
But
has so much skills.
do you also account it to ring rust? The first
No,
thing that
she
always
don't
fades
listen.
from you
She
to
don't
Derrick
listen,
James.
bro. No, she don't listen to anybody. Even Tony. Tony, I feel like she had a better outing when she was with Tony because they probably had some really good chemistry. Derek,
Tony
I'm gonna give
Harrison.
him,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh. Yeah,
Tony
you're right.
Harrison.
You're right.
I'm gonna give him a
You're right.
Bly. I'm gonna give Derek a Bly because it's their first fight. But I heard some of the stuff he was saying in the corner about using your jab. She was using her jab a lot. She was reaching to the body, but it almost felt
Mhm.
like it reminded me of Errol Spence without the thought afterwards because that's not her. That's Derek James. Derek James is strong, a
Yeah.
lot of body work, finished with solid combination twos and threes and fours.
Yeah.
She wasn't doing that. It got to a point, if you notice, anybody can go back and replay because the girl was hitting Shorty to the body so much. I was sitting there saying, where is the setup? Because she was landing to the body clean, but after a while, Miranda started to try to time her.
Hmm.
So once you get, I mean, different cultures will tell you have different strokes, right? Different strokes for
Right.
different folks. But in my very minimal experience, you hit into the body 2, 3 times to the point where Shorty's now timing you. If you notice, anybody go back and look, Miranda, solid fighter by the way, she started timing her, but this start dropping more. This start dropping more because she's trying to shoot down. She's trying to shoot down.
Right.
So
As
you
she
telling
goes
me
to jab the body, she's trying to counter to the face as she leans down to jab to her. I got you.
so hold on to that imagery and now
Hmm.
take any of Errol Spence's last 6 fights. How many times does Errol Spence drop to the body before he comes up top? And that's one of his favorite moves too. Drop into the body, drop to the max three
Uga.
times, bro. Two or
Yeah.
three times. And then something coming up top. 2 and 3s coming up top.
Yeah.
So
Hooks off the body
you are
because the
so
person goes to cover and to protect that same place that you're hitting, so they're
hello,
more inclined to flinch down or to
hello,
yeah.
hello. And once again, Miranda, shout out to Miranda. Not only was she strong, she was smart. She wasn't going for the body. She was, she was closing up. She wasn't going for it. But like I said, once she tried to start timing it, Alicia was doing 5, 6 in a row. I'm like, what is happening here? That's not what Derek was saying. He was saying, start with your jab. Why did she triple up to the body? Bow, bow, boom, boom to the body. Boom, boom, boom to the. If you're going to do that, she could have tripled, double to the body, top to the head. High, low, high, low. Low, high, high. You know what I'm saying? Give her some variety.
Give her a different rhythm so that way her cadence is not
So
gained to what she's doing. Right.
she don't know what you're going to do next. And that's where the opening shot to the head was going to be for that dynamic right hand she
The
had.
hand.
That right
Correct.
hand, she caught back like a missile. But once again, just like Brian Norman Jr. said to all these reporters, he's like, y'all keep talking about the power, but power ain't nothing if you can't set it up. And that's what makes Brian Norman special thus far. Same thing like Boots and the Terrence. They know how to set up their
Set it
power
up. Yeah.
shots.
Correct.
And I think Alicia, everyone knows she has power. So she has to go into a fight expecting a fighter to already have been prepping for that dynamic straight right hand. Where
Yeah.
was the overhand? Where was the overhand right? Where was the slipping inside, step back, cock over, tight right hook? Where was that? I didn't see none of that. I didn't see a
I
lot of
didn't see her
uppercuts.
use her. I didn't
She
see
had
her
3
use her
punches the
feet.
whole night. No, she like you called it. She moving like she Canelo without the head movement. She watched it. She'll get licked 2 times in the face. You see her. She like a little Tasmanian
Pitbull.
devil.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a
When
pit
she
bull.
gets
She like,
hit,
oh,
she
bet.
turns up in a different way, but
In a
it
different, and
shouldn't have to
I
be.
love it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be after you hit, because if
She
this
didn't
is
have
a
to get hit in the
scoring
first
round,
place.
yeah, there wasn't a
And
lot
she,
of this.
yo,
There was a
and
lot of literally straight beeline
straight
to where she was
beeline.
going, and no, like maybe she just didn't respect the girl's power. But
Yeah,
this
but
is
still,
boxing.
you
Yeah,
cannot respect because that girl was catching you. Her eye was getting a little swollen.
yeah.
And here's the other
Ring
thing.
rust. I'm gonna
Ring
I'm
rust,
gonna account.
some of it to ring rust, sure. Because the other thing I'm about to say, which would speak to your ring rust, and then I'll let you go back, is she loves to watch her punches too. So she was getting countered after the right hand, whether the
After
right
she
hand
loved
landed
watching,
clean.
yeah, that right hand land, she's like,
Yeah, she get
look
hit,
at
and then
you
all of a
beating.
sudden she does a movement. She start dirty whining, but she wait till after she do the right hand, she get clipped, she dirty whine for no reason, and then she get out and start doing this stripping,
Start
jabbing,
again.
and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, but
But
she when you
in
watch
love
her
with her
last,
work.
in love with her work, bro. The Terry Harper knockout, she was flowing, she had rhythm. A lot of her best fights when she was under Harrison, she had rhythm. I'm
Hmm.
sorry. Even Canelo, if you want to be like Canelo, he has rhythm with his work. Move, step, small step, gather, slip, head here,
Yeah, yeah.
pulls,
Even
whatever.
though he's
Oh,
not
here.
throwing, he might be trying to get to where he can plant his feet to
Yeah,
throw the punch that he wants to throw.
yeah,
Right. So
you see it.
there's a thing to it. Or he hits the hand, he hits the arm, he hits the arm, hits your
Yeah,
arm. Okay. Ah, man. Now the arm might be feeling a little heavy from trying to block that punch, but there's a rhythm to it. Like I'm hit here, I hit here, I hit here, I hit
yep,
here. You know what
yep,
I mean? We might not like how the production of it, but in his mind, he has a game plan for what he's trying
yeah,
to get to.
yeah.
What I was going to say was AB versus Katie Taylor.
Yo, okay, and I'm a big fan of AB. I am. Let me tell you this right now. I'm a big fan of all the ladies. First 2 cards, I'm a big fan. I'm a new fan of Miranda. I look forward to seeing her again. She wasn't like exciting, but she was consistent, which I can respect. She'll always make a fight.
Right, which we need that.
AB, AB, Katie Taylor, or AB, Amanda Serrano. I'm gonna be real with you, Jeff. She gets beat by both of them right now, based on how she fought. Even if you think her best fight was the Harper fight, or maybe like the one after that.
No. Her best fight was what's that girl from Top Rank? The white girl.
Leonard, did she fight Leonard
No, bro.
Dutu?
The
On
one where she
Top Rank?
unified, bro. Oh my God, what's her name? What's her name? What's her name?
Oh,
The one
Michaela
she
Mayer.
kicked her.
Oh my gosh.
Michaela.
So
Come on, bro.
let me tell
Come
you.
on. That was
I
her
think
best fight.
did you
And the
see my
two.
tweet? Did you see
No,
my
I
tweet?
missed it. I missed it. I
My,
missed it.
my tweet was that the Baumgartner we saw this past weekend has the skills to compete and contend with Taylor and Serrano, but she will get beat by Taylor and Serrano based on what we saw this weekend. Now, based on what we saw this weekend versus Michaela Mayer, and based on Michaela Mayer's brilliance her last fight, I'm putting my money on Mayer. Mayer shows me more. Mayer has shown me growth her last two fights. She showed me a lot of grit. I did
Did
not know
Mayer
that girl
fight
had a chin like
Caroline
that.
DuBois?
No,
Did
Caroline
she
Dubois.
fight Caroline?
She should. That
Bigger.
should be coming up. She's a good one too. But she fought. She took Cameron's belts, bro.
Okay, Katie. Okay,
Remember,
okay.
she beat she.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure she beat Cameron. Let me double check that. But I'm 90% sure she beat Cameron on Michaela Mayer.
So I
Michaela.
think
So right
a
now, Michaela's showing me more wrinkles to her game. I would put and AB not knocking out either one of them girls if she
no.
can't put it together.
So I think AB youth body wear and tear beats Amanda Serrano.
No,
Beat.
she
Give me a
she don't
second.
have the
Give me a
volume.
second. Hold
AB does
on.
not throw enough punches. Let's look up the
Hold.
stats.
Listen.
I'm
We
sorry.
will
I'm sorry.
discuss the
Continue.
AB. We will
Continue.
discuss the AB. I mean the Katie Taylor Amanda Serrano fight in a second. This is my opinion. Right. From what I saw, AB being younger, fresher, not as much wear and tear on the body. Remember, Amanda Serrano like 30 something, bro.
No,
She
I
up
know
there.
she's up there. She's
She's
almost
up.
about to be
Like the
40.
girls she's
She's
fighting
like
are
38.
27. Yeah. The girls they're fighting are young girls. She's a grown woman. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So factor that into the account. Does AB does not she
But Amanda got an iron chin. You got to factor that into your equation too.
I'm factoring that the possibility of AB being able to outwork her. She didn't work last night, bro. Last Friday.
Amanda.
Listen, the
Yeah, not to
stadium
the
was.
she was
Hold
throwing
on.
that air a lot.
Hold on, bro.
She
Hold
was
on. Because
throwing that
when I
air.
tell you the
Oh,
arena was hot, the arena was
was
hot.
hot.
Was hot. Because you know why? New York was in the build, bro. We
New York
were
was in
ready
the
to
big
take
New
on
York was in the building.
Ireland. We were in the building. Listen, when I tell you Ireland was over here, Ireland was over there, and you got to rep for who you repping for. So it was Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Had my flag waving. I'm shocked. I'm booing Katie Taylor the entire night. Thomas Hill, the boss. Salute.
Sandy Ryan, by the way. That's who
Sandy
Michaela.
Ryan.
That's who Michaela beat to get the
Yeah, I think that was
championship.
controversial too. I think I was on top rank. We got to rewatch that fight.
Yeah.
But
But
she ain't
she
beat
showed up.
Cameroon.
No,
Cameroon is
she
a
no, she
dog.
didn't fight Cameroon. She didn't fight Cameron yet. Cameron's at
Katie,
140. I made a mistake.
Katie Taylor won't even rematch Cameroon. She's scared.
Yeah, because that girl, she's strong and she big. She not a little girl either. She's strong, she's sharp, good IQ, and she big. But
Yeah, New
yeah,
York was definitely so. Yeah,
you
so
called it.
well,
You called it. I see
let's
what
jump
you're
over to
saying.
that fight.
I see what
Let's
you're saying. Amanda, hold on
AB.
before don't get off to the Amanda Serrano joint yet.
All right, I'm with it.
Amanda but here's my problem. I hear what you're saying. Baumgartner's youth will push her through the fight. She'll probably have great moments. But I'm telling you, if Amanda don't come with that nonsense she did this fight, and Amanda from the second Katie Taylor or the first Katie Taylor come to fight
But she getting
Baumgartner,
older.
it
She
don't
can't go
matter.
back in time.
She
She's
can
going
still
that
hit
way
that.
with age.
Yo, bro, she can still hit that volume. I am telling you. And especially if Baumgartner only hitting her with one shot at a time, are you kidding me? I'm telling you, I don't see it. And then for Katie Taylor just gonna outpoint her, bro. Baumgartner does not pick up her combination. She is a two combination woman. That is my problem. She is a two combination woman. She should be throwing threes and fours. She got the speed for it. She got the accuracy for it. She fights like a dude. And I mean that with all, I don't care how, I don't know if people,
With
this world
respect.
is
With
so
respect.
soft. Yeah, whatever. I don't
Yeah.
care. She fights like a dude in terms of precision. But the problem with women's boxing back in the day outside of Ali and Ann Wolf it was sloppy.
Power.
It went
Yeah.
from starting off sharp, maybe a round or two, and then it gets all sloppy. It looks like a big old cat fight. People like Clarissa's and Michaela, them girl and Baumgartner, them girls are sharp. Like, dude, they move smooth. Like, there's no, you know what I'm saying? It's nasty, bro. So it gets me. I'm getting so hot because I see that.
You
I
know
see
what she's
she.
capable of. Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on. So it's just
You know what she
annoying.
has in the tool bag, and you're
That's what I'm
like, why doesn't
saying.
she want to use what's in her tool bag?
And
Why
it's a
does she
mental thing.
want
It's a
to
mental
refrain
thing.
to the power?
It's a mental thing. It could be her arrogance because she's a little full of herself. So for me, it's not a skill thing. Baumgartner is up there with all them girls. She's good enough to beat all them girls if she had her mind where it needs to be. Not saying she's not focused, but arrogance plays a part. We've seen it every fight now. She has not maintained a professional fight yet, in my opinion, because you see her. She's a fighter. I know. You know, you get hit, your emotions get involved, sure. But at the highest of levels, you gotta reel it back in to stick to your game plan and
The
adjust
mental
accordingly.
aspect is part of the biggest part of any fight, and you're saying that is the reason she'll lose to those elites, because that's what we're
Of
calling them.
course,
Because
elites,
Katie's number
elite.
one in the world, Amanda's number three. So what we're saying is, amongst the elite, she can be there, but she might not win.
She might not win, and like I said, it's a flip of a coin because she still do have dynamite, and I can see her hurting Katie Taylor. I can't see her hurting Amanda Serrano.
I want to see that fight next. I
I
want to
would
see
love
that
to
fight
see it.
next
I would love to see it. I'll put money on the. I
in
wouldn't even.
MSG. In MSG.
And you know what? I wouldn't even put money on the knockout. I would put money on a knockdown, just a knockdown, probably a knockdown of Katie Taylor. But once again, I'll put money on a knockdown with under. If she can't do it over under 5, I don't think she would do it under 6. And then I would put money on the win for Katie Taylor.
Before we
I think
jump to a
that's a
different
safe bet.
topic, what is
A
your
different
thoughts
fight.
on the possibility of adding like 2 minutes and 30? Like what's your thoughts on that? Because what
Adding
I'm
230.
seeing, like instead of 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
You might as well jump to 3.
No, because
Why?
that's
No. So
men.
give me more. Give me more. Give me more. Give me
The
more.
reason I'm
Why are you
seeing
saying
is,
that? Because you know the first fight with Tam Taboo, which I missed, but Shorty from Canada, I think she was an
yeah,
Olympian, tall
for
girl.
3 minutes.
Yeah, they fought 3-minute rounds, bro.
And how did it look? Did it look like they were gassing at the end of it? Yo, Thomas,
I
hit the
I,
link.
I caught the highlight. It looked good in the it looked like it looked solid in the beginning.
But they
Um,
fade towards the end.
it looked like they
Because
faded a little bit
remember,
towards the
it's
end.
only
But that
10-minute
that
rounds,
girl,
right?
yeah,
So to me, what's taking place is, even when you hurt someone,
you don't have enough time to
you got
finish them.
30 seconds left in the fight.
Yeah,
And then if they grab you, round's
it's
over, bro.
it's flip.
Round's over. Minute to
That's
go
when it.
recover. Throw the
That's
water on you. Wake up. Oh, you get to breathe again. This is me. If she had 30 more seconds, that fight's
That's
over.
it. Well, I
Or,
mean, yo, dude, and it goes back to if she had 30 more seconds, Amanda would have won one of those
yeah,
first 2
round one.
fights,
Yeah,
if
the
not
first
both.
one, of course. Yeah,
Yeah,
because she
because
stops her.
like you said, she would have had time to finish her. And I think that's the biggest part, which is also makes when women get knockouts way more impressive because they have so much less time to get the knockout. So when they do, you know they thumping, right?
Correct.
Or I mean, also the competition is a little weak, but you also know they're
True.
thumping. But you make a great point because even Amanda hasn't caught a knockout in so long, but when you look at her fight, she's hurting these chicks left and right. She always hurt
Right.
every single weight class. She's hurting them. But like I said, she
She
needs more time because she starts to gas out. And if she had, like you said, to your point, extra 30 seconds or a minute,
and the reason why I said 30 is because you want to be comparable to the men's fight. The men's fight because I don't want to move the men's fight another 30 minutes or another minute for them to fight longer. Like, if 3 is where the standard is and girls are fighting 2, you move it in the middle to 2:30 and you give those ladies an opportunity to work. Still a minute rest, because I don't think 30 minutes, what does that do to the body? What is the hurt? I've been completely
30
against
seconds.
30 extra seconds in a round.
Yeah. I don't know, but I would have sooner because now you're throwing off too many. I think it'll throw off too many dynamics that are already set in stone versus we already have a proven track record with 3 minutes. So I would sooner say 3 minutes and keep the championship fights for girls at 10 rounds instead of 12. I
bro.
didn't say go for 3
Every
minutes and then 12 rounds. I'm saying 3 minutes, 10 rounds.
so
They
why didn't they
spar
do
3 minute
2
rounds
minutes?
anyway.
Why didn't they do 2
2 minutes,
minutes,
12
12 rounds?
rounds. I don't know. Even
It
that would
pissed
give
me
us
off when the
more.
fight was over at 10. I'm like, 10?
Yeah, because once again, it don't make sense why we take this equality thing too far. These girls
Mm,
is trained. Because remember when these girls is trained. Let me tell you, when I train girls, I don't give them
yeah,
2 minute rounds.
it's 3
We
minutes.
training. We doing 1 minute intervals for the warm up, dynamic warm ups, and we doing 3 minute rounds, bro. Sometimes
Yeah,
depending on how much effort they put, we push through, and I only do 30-second breaks. So we push through the break, and then we go into the next round, and maybe I stop them at 130. So sometimes it's 4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just to make
yeah,
sure, like, I want to get you to the point where you're like, yo, coach, can we stop? No, this is what a boxer feels, and this is not
yeah.
even it. I'm just giving you a fraction. This is what it
Right.
feels. This is where we get to test your conditioning. We get to test your
Listen,
form and make sure you stay
throwing
on point.
punches for 2 minutes is hard enough, bro.
And
This
throwing
is
punches and
hit
moving
that
towards
bag for
someone is
two
hard enough.
minutes and do not stop.
So
I'll be looking at the bag like, punch me, please.
yeah,
Please punch me.
I put up a video on my gram today, not to get you off topic, but when I watch these ladies and think about when you see the different tiers and skill levels of fights, because you and I, we watch amateur boxing, we watch street fights, we watch everything. So when you watch the different tiers and you see the skill levels increase, one thing I realize is the wasted movement, right? Which I love about Baumgartner and Amanda. They don't waste a lot of extra movement, doing too many flashy things. So one of
Hmm.
the exercises I did today was keeping, 10 and 2, 10 and 2 or whatever you call it, right? This is the profile, and just taking your steps but making sure they're intentional. 2 steps
Right.
forward, 2 steps back, not crossing your feet, pivoting out, 2 steps. Yo, 3 minutes of that, no punches. No punches. The only uptick I did was okay, if you had a mimic, your double jab. Give me a double jab. Just don't move the hand. Boom, boom, step back. So those are the only things I was doing. Mimicking combinations for just the feet. Because
Right.
everybody gets the punches very quickly, and then when you start to move, the feet don't match. Yo, dude, when
Yeah.
I tell you, oh boy, today, sweating. He ain't throw no punches. 3 minutes of that, he was like, yo, my arms feel heavy. Just because like every time you start to drop him, he pivot, he drop a hand. I'm like, dude, you got to
You
keep the
you know
hand
you're
up.
being counted off that right? Yeah, every
Yeah,
time
you
you
being
step.
kept. So it's
Yeah.
stuff like
And
that where that's how you drill in. That's how you drill in. And I
yeah.
know, going back to people like Baumgartner, she does all these things, bro. I know she's doing these things in camp. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't know why she's not putting it all together. And for Amanda, honestly, she could retire today, and I think she's fine. But
Yeah. But I don't think she will.
I don't think she will.
But three and oh
But
hurt. Let's get to the
three
main event of the women's
three and
fight. We got a
zero
lot
hurt, bro.
hurt New York too. But let's get to it. You can
Oh yeah,
start.
because we got 15
i
minutes.
huh? Yeah,
Yeah, I said
yeah.
we got
And we
15
gotta get
minutes.
to the whole other ring card as well.
Yep. Okay, so first and foremost, I think I saw what Amanda's game plan was. She was throwing out these weird jabs to the air. And I saw what she was trying to do. I think the other thing that no one's, so maybe not as much people was talking about, when you get to this elite level, it also goes into corner versus corner. And you love this because I know we've talked about other fights, and you're like, yo, he's going against Andre Rozier, Rozier, Coach
Yeah,
Rozier. You
yeah.
know what I'm
Coach
saying?
Rozier, Bozien is in the corner.
Rosie N is in
Maybe
the
it's not
corner.
the fighter, but the coach will make the proper adjustment for the fight. And I think that's important in any
Katie
fight,
Taylor
in
had a
all
better
fights.
corner. Actually, every single fight, Katie Taylor had a better corner.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. And Amanda, I actually hurt me to hear her say for the third time, I got to watch the fight over. My team told me I won the fight, so I stick with my team. Your team been telling you, honey, that you've been winning the fight the last, now 3 fights. You need to not even say that. I think it was a great fight. I'm disappointed that it didn't go my way. I gotta watch it back to give you guys an honest opinion. I don't know why fighters don't say that when unanimously we all know it's close. When you sit there, you pieced up the person the whole fight, and you jump in for joy. I can get if you get robbed, you're like, dude, I won that fight. But
Yeah,
this is not one of them cases. This was a girl
it
that's just
wasn't.
as good as you, and you felt it. You hesitated because you weren't sure. You're like, yo, I think I did really
Yeah.
good, but it was a great
Listen,
fight. Let me go watch it back. Her corner
The,
failed her.
the consensus in the building. This is how I know we were even witness to her not giving a great performance. No one was mad. We
In her
didn't want
corner.
to just
Oh,
no,
when the fight was done, nobody was boo.
nobody. We
No.
were all like, why did she fight like that?
Yeah.
Like, where was the aggression? I'm gonna throw my head in the and I'm gonna hit you 17 times.
Yeah.
She's normally running off combinations to the point where she's getting countered trying to hit.
Yeah.
There was none of that this fight.
No, she was worried. She said it in the thing. She didn't say it like, oh, I'm about to say it, but the reality is they were so worried about headbutts and
And
Katie Taylor
elbows,
holding and elbows that they almost tried to outbox her to a fault. You wasn't gonna outbox her. She's
you can't
faster than you.
outbox her.
You can't outbox her,
Not only
but
that, she's the undisputed champion. You gotta take her belts.
take her head off. And here's the thing: I wasn't mad at all that air punching. It was kind of. I was actually surprised when ended the first round. I don't know if anybody landed a punch.
I scored it a draw, bro.
The
Which
first
I don't even
round.
know if it's allowed in New York. I punted 10-10.
The first round.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
I don't think
me
anybody
in the
landed.
stands just like
I was like, what is going on? So, but once again, I will tell you this. I wasn't mad at it because there's two things from a psychological standpoint. You're throwing off Katie because Katie's expecting something different. And you are setting it up so that you're inching closer because you're lowering Katie's guard. Katie's like, yo, she's not coming flying in with hooks. But here's the problem. How many rounds you going to do that? And also, she was doing these little air jabs and she was getting closer on the second and third jab, but she wasn't coming back with anything else. And then she still reverted back to her old self with those weak combinations. But Katie did not revert back and fight with her. Katie was like, I'm out of here. I'm going to show you why I got this gold medal.
mm-hmm.
How many gold medals she got? Two?
Her feet movement was elite, bro. And aggression was Amanda, but you couldn't
But
catch
it wasn't
Katie
the,
standing in one spot for 2 seconds.
yeah.
The minute
It
she was
wasn't the,
there, by the time she went to try a combination, pew, and
yep,
then reset. So it's like,
yep,
and then once again with the 2 minute rounds, I'm trying to trap you. By the time you actually get off a combination, you feel some momentum. Ding!
yeah,
It was so loud in the arena, we didn't even hear the bell, bro. All we just seen was the ref stop. We're like, it's over. Like I swear it was like a minute 30-second round because we couldn't in our like as we're trying to observe the fight, we couldn't hear the bell going off. But the consensus amongst the people, like, because if they felt she was robbed, you would have heard it in the arena. We'd be like, get the fuck out. You know what I mean? We'd have let everyone know how we felt. But everyone just turned and left, like, she pissed down my leg.
yeah.
Katie, Amanda Serrano pissed down our legs in New York City.
Yeah.
And it
It
was
also,
brutal to watch because the fight previous and the fight before that gave so much entertainment, so many
yeah,
flashes,
so
so
much
much
effort.
skip.
So much effort. Everybody dug deep. So we really thought, oh man, this is building up to the two ladies who we know
It's
always dig deep.
three.
But
Greatness deserves a trilogy. Oh, I love
you,
that. Who wrote that? That was nice. That was good.
yeah, that was nice. I didn't think
Y'all felt like
I
it
didn't
was a
want a
sparring
trilogy.
match trying to get it out the way. Like, all right, cool.
I'll tell
Let's
you
just
this.
grab this bread.
I didn't want a trilogy. I never asked for the fight. I thought this we could have left it alone.
After two,
No,
you were like,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, we're good on this. Why do we need a trilogy? I don't think we needed one. There, you already done Rob Amanda one more time because all I kept saying to myself was, what's she gonna do different? And if she lose again, this is brutal. It's brutal. Someone as great as her to lose 3 times to the same chick that she may be better than, but we would never
Mm-hmm.
know because you didn't have the best game plan and your corner wasn't as good as the other corner. I'm
And
sorry.
in the
The body.
previous
Where
two
was the
fights,
body work? Where was the body? Katie
she
Taylor moving like she was
listen,
a fairy. Yeah, yeah, she was a fairy. And there was no
listen, brother.
body work. Where was the body work from
She
Amanda?
that's what I'm. This is what I'm saying about her age. It's as if she got old in the ring, which we know happens to certain fighters. She looked old in there, and although she was hyped up for the fight, it's as if her body could not
Yeah.
demonstrate how she was feeling, and
How
that's why at
motivated
the
were
end of
you?
it, yeah, no, she
How physically motivated?
in New York, bro.
You
I don't
called
think
it.
she could have. I don't think
No,
she
but
could have.
you called it just now. You said, yo, 2 fights in with this girl. So it's not a matter of like, it's not a mental block, but like, how much does your body think about the first fight? Think about the last time you fought. Your whole joint tingling, getting ready. You know what I'm saying? If you already fought this guy, whether you won or lose, you're more so like strategic. You're no longer,
Mhm.
it's not a visceral feeling. I mean, you probably have the feels, but it's not, you're more so thinking, I fought this person already. So now I'm in my mind. I need to do this better. I need to do, once again, this could be but in all my competitions, I haven't had as much fights, but in all my competitions, if I have to
Mhm.
face someone again, whether it was sparring or whatever, I no longer am like, ooh, I'm pumped. I'm pumped, but I'm more so like, I know what this person has. I'm going to make sure this doesn't happen again. It's all,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it turns into like you're playing chess, but you're not playing chess as one. You have
Yeah.
separated from your mind and body. The elite boxers, mind and body has to be one.
Had to
I
be
hope that
on
made
one. Yeah.
sense. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope that
No, and
made sense because
I think that's what happened. Her mind was there for the third fight. Her body
yeah,
did not
it
look
didn't
like,
align.
because I thought, I don't think you do something different to win this fight. I think you do more of what you've done more
Yeah,
of.
or just
And
do
you,
better. Just do a better version of it. Right?
right.
Because
I don't think you
it
change
looked
your,
like she
like,
was trying something. She tried new things for the third fight. I don't know why she stuck this. They should have just added one extra thing. I mean, once again, we not pros, so but I mean, we watch a lot
but
of
from
boxing.
our
So
vantage point of how
yeah,
we felt,
I'm in the
and
gym
like,
every day, so I'm like, why did y'all
listen,
add all of this news? All of a sudden you want to buy. I would have preferred if she add these imaginary jabs. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, air jabs. I would have preferred the air jabs, but having more dynamic movement to cross distance after the jab. Because it's not like the air jabs were actually. She wasn't trying to hit anybody with those jabs. So
no,
if they're if
and it
if they're
wasn't a
just
place finder because she never found her because she wouldn't stay
yeah, she
still.
wasn't stay still.
So,
So if it
right. So
was
I'm
just
like,
it wasn't a place finder. It was half range finder, half to help her cross the distance or blind her. But
but
if you
she
were gonna do
didn't.
that, where was the dynamic slips? Because Amanda, when she wants to, she has a beautiful head movement. But where was the dynamic slip into something to get her over into her comfort zone? You see what I'm saying? Two moves that are uncomfortable, boom, ba, ba, to where
Un-
you're comfortable. Ba, ba, ba,
Understood
ba,
that
catch, catch.
the
Boom,
city was ready
boom,
to
boom.
usher her this win by any means possible.
Yeah, they were going to give it to
And
her, bro.
at the end of it, how bad her performance was we just had to eat crow. Like, I'm getting cursed out by an Ireland fan talking about, you got something to say now? And I'm like, yeah, F. Katie Taylor. But I couldn't be as boisterous because the person I was rooting for didn't go and perform how I expected her to, and didn't show up in the level that we were. Like, as New York, we were there ready to rush the stage if they robbed her
Yeah,
again.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And
For
the
sure.
fact that we just
I
all
felt
turned
that.
and said, all right,
All
damn,
right, good job, Katie. When you have so many New Yorkers being like, yeah, Katie, nice. I was like, dang,
Katie
man.
is all right. Hope she
No,
popped
no,
dirty.
no. No, that's me. Nah, I don't feel that way. I like Katie
I'm
Taylor. I
hurt,
think
bro. I'm
I,
hurt.
I'm a little hurt. I'm hurt because you know what it also feels like? It almost feels like, well, it just feels like my thing with Katie, why I've never jumped in her bandwagon is just because I've never been too impressed because I think she's not a one trick pony. She's like a three trick pony who's mastered those three tricks.
She's a
But
Loma of the women's division, bro.
yeah, but even giving her Loma status is giving her. It's
Too
almost
much
like
status?
taking. It's okay.
Nah,
It's giving
Loma be thumping. You're right. You're right.
Loma be thumping, and Loma also has way more diversity to his game, but also
Rickendell?
no, don't
Nah.
discredit any of them because to me, I see why you made the comparison, but it's discrediting Katie for being not
Yeah,
undefeated
yeah. Who she
anymore,
is?
but who she is, undisputed. She lead the charge. Loma has led a charge for a new wave of bringing back more fluidity. I think, but
Yeah,
he couldn't maintain consistency the way Katie was able to
Katie
maintain
does. Yeah,
consistency with
yeah,
Katie
yeah,
Taylor.
yeah. Correct, correct.
But I was never marveled by her because I was like, yeah, this chick is fast, but she's pretty much all straight punches
Yeah,
and great feet. But after a while, when she keeps beating your favorite fighters, it's like the straight punches and straight feet are working. So I'm not mad at her. I will always give her a lot of props. But we got a couple minutes. We can go more into this. Let's jump to
The ring
the
card.
the ring
Ring.
cards.
All right. Puyo. Let's start with Puyo and Matias.
Yo, it's tough. I'm a little tight because I did put money on Puyo, and I think he's a better boxer. I think he's a wonderful boxer. Actually, he just really don't have no power. He really is. He reminds me of Irislandi Lara, except without the same. I mean,
Power.
without the same power.
Movement. Stop.
Movement,
Stop. Okay.
yo, dude, he's great.
Lara be stumping. That's why.
If Puello had power, you see some of the
Matias goes to
shots that
sleep.
he was Yo,
Yeah.
he was catching Matias with some shots. I'm like, this dude is good. He's a hard fight for anybody. You know who he reminds me of? One of our bulls from out here. His name starts with a K, I think. Kenny Smith.
Kenny Smith
Kenny
Jr. Yeah.
Sims. Kenny Sims.
Who
Kenny Sims
smites?
Jr.
Yeah. Kenny
Kenny
Sims.
Sims
Yeah.
don't got a lot of power, but he's just really good. He's hard.
Yeah.
He's a hard
He
fight for
fights this
anybody at
weekend.
a high level.
He
Oh,
fights
nice.
this weekend
I look forward to seeing him.
versus
Puello is like that.
Durant.
Puello's like
Yeah,
that.
he heard Durant. The dude
But
that Ryan Garcia beat.
yeah.
He needs a world title though. I'm sick of them giving him these Kenny Sims. He needs a title shot.
He
Like
needs to get a
he needs
title
to fight
shot.
for a title. I'm tired of these placate fights, and the next one will be, and the next. Give him the shot, or Eddie, get out the way, bro. Because this guy has earned everything and built himself to that point.
Yeah. But
Didn't
going
see
back
the fight.
to
I
the
heard
Matias
draw. I think he could have went either way. I would run it back.
I think they should run it back. But if that's the case, you should have ran it back with Gary Russell. Because I think Gary Russell put the thumps on he put the thumps on Puello, and he put the thumps on Subriel.
But if I'm
Subriel Matias
PBC, that makes a lot of sense though. Gary's aggression versus Subriel Matias, that's pay-per-view. That's money.
Pay-per-view, and Gary has
a belt,
the
WBA.
Deeper, well, I forget that. Gary has the deeper pedigree. So I have to edge it for Gary. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. You can say whatever you want about Subriel Matias, but once again, similar to some of the ladies I mentioned, Subriel's I will always watch him fight. I think he's a one-of-a-kind fighter. He's like Zepeda on steroids, except way more power in his fists. And
Killed the man.
I killed the man. Rest in peace to Dadashev.
Rest in peace, absolutely.
When you watch Subriel, I feel like we're not giving him enough credit for the fact that he stays in people's face like that. And he don't really get hit. He get hit, but he don't get hit flush enough, obviously not to hurt him, because he's like almost always out of range. And I think I don't understand how he hits so hard and he don't cop back on any shot, bro. It's like he spent all his training mastering Bruce Lee's 3-inch punches, or I don't know if it's a 1-inch punch, like when Bruce Lee.
You forever goated for that statement, man. Continue on.
Thomas, what's good, bro?
Yeah.
I didn't know you jumped in.
I had him to the thing.
Yeah, but I don't know
it's
how he
true.
does it, bro. And people
what do you
don't
think?
give him enough respect.
I would also like to see Africa versus Subriel Matias. The build up, the talking, the skill set. You have a boxer versus a puncher. Can he move him? Can he outbox him? I think the storyline sells itself. He also is a free agent, Africa, so I wouldn't want to go back to co-main event, but I would want to be I would like to be the headline fighter on Prime Video.
I would have to throw. Africa is tough. Africa's, that's our dog. He's from the town.
Brooklyn, baby.
But what was the fight that Africa fought and then Keyshawn made easy work?
Lemos.
Now, you could say he wasn't prepared enough for what Lemos was going to bring, but to me, Subriel is a higher level Lemos, bigger, but on metaphorical steroids. I don't think Subriel's on steroids, but
I also think that he's learned from that type of fight and moved himself to a position where I know how to deal with that type of boxer who wants to be in my chest, who wants to just apply pressure. Because
you're talking 12 rounds, Jeff. That kind of
Africa,
pressure
baby.
is like being suffocated. No, I know. Like I said, I'm gonna be rooting for him. I will be rooting for him. But I just feel like, has he shown yet? Has he really shown the grit and determination to push through when he gets hurt and the pressure starts to wear down? I don't know. If I'm being honest, I don't know. And after the betting, the betting odds will tell you whether or not I'm right. Like I said, if the betting odds are not in his favor, I'm putting money on our boy from a betting standpoint. If the betting odds are in Hitchens' favor and not in Sabril, I'm gonna be honest. I put money on Sabril, bro. Not for the
Sabril
distance, for
versus
the
Teal.
stoppage.
Sabril versus
Ooh,
Teal. Real quick.
Tio
Food?
Tio pieces him up, but I can see him knocking Tio down and Tio
Okay.
winning by points. I can't see him
Okay.
getting knocked out by any of these boys at 140, except
Okay.
Gary
Yeah.
maybe. None of them
Yeah.
boys really thumping like that. Who's thumping at 140
That's
besides
true. It's only Gary. Gary and
yeah
Tio when he wants to. All
Tio
right.
when he wants to, but Tio hasn't knocked anybody out in a while.
William Zepeda versus Shakur, New Jersey Stevenson.
Yo, beautiful fight. Oh, we forgot to talk about Morel. Morel
Oh,
need to he
Morel
need to get
versus
a he needs to get it together, bro. I don't know if he's playing games. He got all the skills in the world, and I don't know. He didn't put it together enough. I thought that was a robbery. Did you see the whole
wow.
fight? I thought it was a robbery. He got knocked down. He wasn't really hurting no boy to the later rounds, and he was still walking through. That dude is like a one. He's like a little better BF.
Yeah,
That
that's what I
guy
was
has
hearing.
skills. He has skills. He has legit power. He's compact, probably like your height, all
Yeah,
muscle, 175.
that's
Like
scary.
5'10" and a half, 5'11", all muscle. He can move. Like, that kind of head movement where he barely moves out the way.
Yeah. It's
You know what I'm
just to shift
saying?
it to get
It's
himself into
just a
the
shift.
position.
So he'll let you graze him, and he'll eat that. I'm still not there. I haven't fought enough. I haven't at least recently. I haven't sparred enough guys where I felt comfortable to just barely move. I be moving too much, I think, because it hurt. It hurt when you get hit still, even if they barely hit you. So
Yeah,
when
with the
when I
face
see
with the
dudes,
thing on.
yeah, when I see dudes like that and they let people barely miss and they get grazed, it's just amazing. And that dude, I don't think Morel was ready for that. I don't think Morel was ready for that, bro.
All
But
right,
we can move
so
on. You should watch it.
Cartier is the ring ambassador, so I don't think they would have robbed him for on a ring card. I think they would have wanted to give him the win. If you know what I mean, like they would want to keep him as the winner to move him forward to make more fights. Because
It
after a loss, you know how it works. It's like rebuild, tune up fight, and then you get back into the contention. But
No, but it was so close that he don't need to rebuild. Put Kataev in there with somebody. You can put him in for
at
a pre uh,
175,
an eliminator. Hell yeah. I don't think he's too muscular to go. I don't think he can go down to 168. Kataev, he's too muscular.
what do
Go
I go
up.
up to? Cruiser?
He's too short. He needs to work. Let him get a little more love at 175. I think Kataev only had like 11 fights, 10 fights.
Okay.
So,
Uh,
but I can see them putting him in with like a what do you call it? The pre-eliminator joints, like
yeah,
right
yeah,
before
yeah.
you get a title, because he
Yeah.
deserves it. That was a controversial loss. I would sooner say scale Morel back because Morel's
PBC got some
young.
homework to do. Yeah. But
Morel's a little younger. Scale him back. Get the volume up. His
so
conditioning is basura. His
it's the
conditioning is
money.
usually be his problem.
I think what happens. This is what happens when after you make a payday fight and you feel like you made it or hit that mark or you've seen a couple of extra zeros at the end of the check. Silk sheets. You get too comfortable now because I had a pay
Mm,
per view event. I was the main guy. I lost, but man, this bed kind of soft, man. Oh man,
hmm
I ain't never going to Cuba.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
these
yeah,
girls
yeah,
is on
yeah.
my, you know what I mean? They calling me different. They calling me Daddy Dope Morel. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Because you can
yeah.
see that he's more fashionable. He wants
Yeah.
to
His
try
English
to
is getting better too.
hey, go home, bro. You lose another fight, we sending you back, David. You lose another fight, we shipping you back to Cuba. All right? We had
Yeah,
Premier Boxing One champions, all right? We need another
yeah.
star.
I like David. He's good for boxing. He's really good for boxing. I don't care. I fight anybody,
When he's
man. I
locked
fight
into
anybody.
boxing though, when
I
he's
fight
focused on
anybody.
boxing. Yeah, when
Yeah.
he's focused though, he has to be focused in. And
Next fight, 11:05. Sorry
Williams,
to cut you off.
no, you good. Williams Zepeda, Shakur Stevenson, take it away. I
Yeah.
didn't watch the fight.
Zepeda's a champ. Zepeda's the man. He's a championship level fighter, for sure. I mean, I do believe he'll be champion one day against a weaker champion, just not while Shakur's there or Keyshawn.
Or
Because he
Tank.
just or Tank, but he gives everybody a hard fight. I just think now you can see the power. He don't have enough power for boxers to have a chin that are sharp. Because I'll be honest, Shakur looked amazing. Everything that we thought he was is what I
Yeah.
saw.
He
And
is.
even the tenacity, he showed a lot of grit, a lot of tenacity.
He threw
You
a lot of
know,
combinations, man. He
yo,
he let some he let some shit out the bag. Like,
let me
here
tell you
goes
something.
6. I'm like,
Let me tell you something. This is why
Shakur, you acting like I never seen you act before.
yo, I think Shakur and Keyshawn will always have the edge over people. Tank is he's in a class of his own, but
Yeah,
to
down
me,
there.
Shakur and Keyshawn are right aligned with Tank. Both of them can give Tank a run for their money. And here's the key factor that nobody else has in their corner: Terrence, mother effing Bud Crawford. And the reason why I bring this up, Shakur's punch variety.
Looks like
Do I have a
Buds.
mic? And remember when Bud was facing
Testing.
Madrimov? When Bud was facing Madrimov, there were two moves, Madrimov and Spence, two moves that he took from Shakur. He took Shakur's beautiful catch step back, and he took Shakur's jab hook straight to the body. You can see
That's a
so much of Crawford in the way
in
Shakur was throwing combinations to get Zepeda off of him.
yeah.
Beautiful, very much
Uppercuts,
get
hooks.
off of
Yeah.
me combination.
Yeah.
Slap, slap, slap. Get off of me, little boy.
Yeah.
You didn't hurt me
And,
just
and
now.
and I think no matter what the impact was, Zepeda felt it and had to readjust himself because he's thinking jab as
Yeah.
opposed. And when he hit the body, he didn't buckle him or phase him, but you can tell that there was an impact to those body
Oh
shots
yeah.
to where he froze in that moment and said, "Hold on, y'all told me
Yeah.
he was pillow
Y'all
fisted.
told
What's
me he's
going
pillow
on here?"
fisted. Everybody keep talking about pillow fisted, but forget accuracy. They don't. I can be pillow
Yeah,
fisted all I want. If I can hit you 60 times when my pillow is the hardest, you see what I'm saying? And I hit you smack on the button when you're inhaling. You see what I'm saying? Or when you're exhaling, or when you just happen to open up. It don't matter, bro.
yeah.
I'm making you grunt, or I'm folding you, or I'm putting you in a new position so I can hit you again. Zepeda knew that.
They
Zepeda was like, dude,
also,
I didn't know
I
this kid was going to hit me in 6 different places, and he's still right
yes,
there.
yes,
Can
correct.
yeah, but
And
can I?
Oh, Thomas,
go ahead,
jump in.
Tommy.
Thomas, jump in, bro.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, man, like the pillow fisted stuff is overblown, but I think what you just said is spot on, man. The softest
Mm-hmm,
part of the body ain't the freaking head. You know what I'm saying? It is the body. You know what
mm-hmm,
I'm saying? So if you hit certain areas in the body, you don't have to hit it hard for it to
mm-hmm,
be super productive.
mm-hmm.
And people don't recognize that timing definitely the freaking whatever they want to call it that Cepeda got Shakur with was about timing. He
Yep,
punched in between the punch. He caught him off balance, and on top of that, he was on the damn
yep,
the slick part of the canvas, so it looked
yep.
a lot harder than what it was.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean, y'all cooking with grease, so I'm gonna go back and fall back, man. I just wanted to make sure you know you clearly you know what you're talking about because you don't always have to hit somebody in the head or on the jaw. You
Yep,
can hit them
yep.
right on that kidney. You can hit them right
That's
on that
it.
liver, and it's gonna do
That's it.
much more damage than even that would have done.
Yep, yep. You called it. You call it, Thomas. And one of the things Thomas, I'm assuming you fought or you have some boxing background too, bro.
A
Jeff,
little bit of
I know.
background. A little bit of
Yeah.
background. Yeah.
So we all know, especially when you get in your groove, even though you're relaxed, you're still clenching that stomach. All it takes is that one moment, like you said, where you don't clench, and you know what I'm saying, and they catch you up. So for Shakur, even Haney, but Shakur especially, bro, that punch variety is beautiful. The fact that he little boyed Zepeda, because even after what Thomas just said, when everybody said, "Oh, Shakur was hurt," and I hate the commentary, he's hurt, he's hurt. Shakur gets up and his eyes are even clearer than they
Mhm.
were before. You see what I'm saying? He goes and look at that scene. He's looking at Zepeda and he's like this, like a little boy, like I'm fighting my little brother. I'm waiting for you to throw that weak jab and whatever else. And dude, he did this, caught one on the inside, bumped. By the way, beautiful execution of shoulder roll that we saw this weekend. He caught,
Spot on.
yo, Jay, Thomas, you saw it. He caught, he bumped him here. Boom, boom, boom to the.
Get off me. Yeah, yeah, get off me. Yeah, yeah. Which
And
which doesn't get talked about. It's
no.
and it what happens is I don't think we study who he is, his pedigree, his
Mm-mm,
upbringing, who he's being trained by, and the things that he's doing.
Yep.
we focus on the talking that happens, but
Yeah.
now that we're seeing the fight, it's like, wow. Which people who love him and will know these things already.
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy can do all the like. I listen to when Bozy gives an interview about a fight, my ears perk up. One, his boxing acumen, but also he raised a lot of these kids. He was in
Yeah.
the gym with
Yeah.
these kids as they were coming up. So when
Mhm.
Bozy talks and he's like, it's gonna be an easy fight.
I'm like,
It's
what?
gonna be an easy fight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shakur can box on the inside, the outside. He just doesn't do
Everything.
it as often. He
Yeah.
chooses how to go about his business. I
And
know
he
you
has
gotta go.
quality inside game. He has
Hmm.
quality inside game as well, for sure. I love to hear Kenny Porter, but they don't. He hasn't been around as much, but he's trained with a lot of those guys too. Um,
Hmm. Olympic
he
team, of course.
and
Kenny
something
was the
else
Olympic coach.
yeah, because he's an Olympic coach. Something else you said, Jeff, and then I know we can wrap up. You call the other thing that people miss because everybody likes the flash. One of the details I just referenced, but Shakur is so good, bro. I really think, and I know they have guys out there like, Motivedia Productions and those folks who
Yeah,
do
fire.
like the slow down breakdowns, but we
Hmm.
need more of it, bro. Because there's
Boxing
so
gems
many
as well.
things.
Boxing
Boxing
gem as
Gems
well.
is fantastic. Dude, there's so
Hmm.
many things Shakur did
Casual's
to
Corner.
Zepeda. Oh, say that one more time.
Casual's Corner. Me and my
Casuals
man
Corner
Casual's
as
and
corner.
well.
McQueen.
Yup. So many things Shakur did that even the commentary missed. Did y'all peep? Jeff, you said you didn't watch any highlights?
I saw a little bit of it. Go ahead. Go
Dude,
ahead.
so some of the other little things that people don't miss. Shakur jab, he has one of the smartest jabs in boxing. There were times where he was literally just stopping Zepeda's jab. Sometimes he would tap and then double tap around, but there were other times where he was just changing position and he was doing it in such a way right before Zepeda was even thinking about it. You could see Zepeda's shoulders start to move. Shakur would just press on his jab hand to him, or he would press on his right hand into his jab hand. Yo, Shakur,
Because then he can't get off.
dude, he
Yeah.
can't get off, and now Shakur is safe to move to the other side. But
Yeah.
mind you, Zepeda gets off seconds later. By that time, Shakur's already done processed it, and he's in a position that's comfortable for him. Shakur is
Yeah.
an expert about making sure the tone of the conversation is controlled by him.
Yeah, I think we need
You
to
see
do
what I'm
an
saying?
IQ of boxing and not skills of boxing because even though they play the same role, I think it's hard to see the IQ of a boxer
No, it's
because
hard. It's hard.
if you don't understand it, you just think he did something that wasn't like, did he hit him?
Nope.
No,
No.
he
Yeah.
stopped his
Exactly.
momentum, which
Yep.
in turn allowed him to hit him.
Yep.
Like the aggressor got slowed down because he got hit by a punch that he didn't think was coming. And also, by the time he went to throw, hey, where my work at? I see my
Right.
work. Where
Right.
my
Yeah.
work
You
at?
called it. You
He was
called it.
literally in front of me, and I was ready to do 1-2. It's two because as you're thinking the fight, or as you're processing this stuff, what happens is you get punched and it gets reset.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you're still maybe in that same mind frame, you pause for a second, and in that split second, I'm
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, and that's why I miss Andre Ward on commentary, and I'm happy that he was around for the Netflix John, right? Because he was
Yeah.
just commentary for the
Yes. Yes.
Netflix
Yes.
John. Because
Yeah.
Andre Ward, when he was with Timothy Bradley, that's really the only time I really loved Timothy Bradley's commentary because they really bounce off each other well, and you got a lot of IQ. Andre Ward would have called out the fact what I just said about the commentary said. Oh, he's pawing the jab as a rangefinder. It wasn't just a rangefinder. Not only did he make him reset, he also made him reset because he took him no longer, he took him out of range. So not only did I reset, now I make you rethink your combination. I made you reset, and you now don't realize you were out of range. So when Zepeda did the combination, he was already out of range for the first two punches. So that's why
Yeah. That's why
Shakur is
he
just
missed so much. That's why he
come
missed so
on.
much.
That's why
Correct.
Shakur makes
Yeah.
people miss so much because he's not just pawing for range. He's making you reset not only your combination, but reset the space that you thought you had. But you don't
Yeah.
realize you missed that part. You're like, oh, damn, he's making
I
me
realize
now.
that too because if I'm getting hit where I think I'm comfortable, what I thought I was going to get off and just get back, I'm now being
Right.
hit by. So is
Exactly.
it back and I throw, but I can't go back because I'm still trying to find that guy. I need to move forward.
Exactly.
I'm already in his range. Ah, shit.
And a boxer with a lesser IQ is receiving that little love tap and like, oh, what's up with that weak jab? That's not what he was doing it for, my man. And all you're thinking is, oh, all he got is this weak jab. That's all he's gonna do all night. As soon as he throws that weak jab, I'm gonna counter it. Little did you know that jab was to move him out of position, so that when you're thinking counter, you don't know he moved you out of range. Yo, it's brilliant. You hear what I'm
So
telling you?
no, you
Go,
spot on.
Thomas. Go.
You spot on. I want to piggyback off of that because you made mention of Morel. You saying like Morel got the freshest ass toolkit ever. Like it got everything. It
He got
looked so
everything.
damn sweet and smooth, polished and everything. But the wherewithal to use it and use it for what situation is what he's lacking, and that's
Yeah.
what you're describing right now. Stuff that you're talking about is really for other people is cosmetic, but for somebody that's a makeup artist, that's like a game changer.
Yep.
And
I like
and
that
which is
analogy.
what you're saying is so spot on. Like, yo, it discombobulates people because they're not expecting something like that to be something that's leading up to something else. Or maybe it's to position me in a place where I can't be as effective as I want to, even though it's
Right.
something as subtle as that. And that
Right.
is IQ. And that's what you said just right now. So you can't conflate skills and IQ. You can have all the skills in the world, but if you don't know how to use them bad boys to the betterment of your production in the ring, then they're just skills.
It's just
And
skills. It's just skills and no IQ.
I love what you're saying, man. I mean, you've been cooking with grease the whole time. I mean,
I appreciate you, bro. We
yeah,
haven't
man.
spoken, and me and Jeff haven't spoken in a while, man. So we had
Yeah,
a
Jeff
lot
be
to
going on
unpack.
hiatuses.
I apologize. Listen, Tom. I know, and what I'm trying to lock into is a schedule. Be precise. Be consistent. Consistency is the key to all success. I'm gonna say that
Yeah,
at every show,
100%.
and that's how I'm dealing with life. Is to be consistent. It's just repeat it. I'm reading now. I'm trying to be more meticulous and organize different things. So if I want to be successful at this or anything else, I have to be consistent. So we're trying
Also,
to
I
lock in
want
a
to,
time, a date, and then we go from there.
for sure, man. I hopefully too, man, because it's always great insight, man, and intellect. I want to say also, man, a lot of times, a lot of people ride the wave of something else, like we body surfing. No body surfing. I've never been good at body surfing anyway, so I'm not going to do it off of nobody's emotions, nobody's regurgitated information or anything like that. People hate on Shakur just because they rock with Devin Haney or
Yeah,
they rock with
Tank.
Tank or and vice versa. I mean, I know people apply it greatly to some other fan base or some other fighter than they do for their favorite fighter, and that's just mind-boggling, man. Because I see it everywhere, and I see people be disrespectful to folks and to fighters, and they don't have the clue of what it
Not a
goes to
clue.
getting in a ring, man. It's not easy
That
to get
part.
in the ring, man. It's not even easy to spar somebody. Cause you said Bruce Lee. And shout out to Bruce Lee, the greatest
Shout
like
out to Bruce Lee, bro.
martial artist of all time, man. I mean, his the thing that set him apart is his ability not to confine himself to a rule.
Yeah,
He said that
correct.
if we go to rules, then we have ways to get around that rule. But if you can expect that the rule can be broken and how it might be broken, then you can circumvent somebody trying to circumvent you. So, like with that being the case, man, we gotta do that with the way we see fighters, man. People wanted to hate on. A lot of people spoke like, "Oh, if he fought Zepeda, he would get his tail whooped." Never,
Yeah.
ever. Just like Floyd would have never fought Manny Pacquiao in any time and got his butt handed to him.
Yeah.
Floyd is just that special.
He would have handled Manny like how Shakur handled Zepeda.
Yeah,
Exactly, with
I truly
ease.
listen,
believe it. I truly believe it.
With
fellas,
ease.
we ran
Okay.
over that time. I'm grateful for everyone that showed up. I want to say thank you. Consistency is the key to all success. All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's be
Thomas, great
consistent.
hearing
Let's
from
be
you, brother.
deliberate. And yo,
And
always
great
love
hearing
and
from
follow
you.
Thomas. Salute. I see you over on some other platform. I know this for a fact. Mr. Vaz, we'll talk.
Oh, you don't know. Good
Mr.
talk, bro.
Vibes is the vibe, Doug. I appreciate what you brought today, man. It's fresh
I
and
Blessings.
respect.
appreciate you.
You know what the best thing about it is, man? It's without bias, dog. And I
Yeah.
hate the bias that exists, man. But
Yeah.
it was refreshing, man. I'm so glad that I accidentally popped up on the channel today because I never see him come on at this time.
I'm trying. I'm trying. We go.
Yeah. We gonna get
Let's
scheduled.
go, people. Yes, sir.
Thomas, I appreciate you. Jay, we gonna talk, bro. Everybody
Yeah,
else,
man.
much love.
Thank you for stopping by. Peace and blessings.
All right, brother.